The kingdom of Hazrat Suleiman, peace be upon him, stands as one of the greatest marvels in history, filled with extraordinary tales of power, wisdom, and divine guidance. But what truly sets his reign apart is his control over the unseen world, the Jinn. Mentioned in the Quran and countless ancient texts, these mysterious beings played a pivotal role in building and maintaining the grandeur of Suleiman's kingdom. From constructing massive palaces to retrieving treasures from distant lands, the Jinn under his command were unlike anything humans have ever seen. The Quran highlights this divine gift bestowed upon Suleiman, the ability to command not only humans and animals but also the mighty Jinn. These were not ordinary beings, they were powerful, diverse, and capable of incredible feats. Some were so strong that they could lift massive stones and construct towering structures, while others were intelligent and crafty, assisting in intricate designs and delicate tasks. But what were these Jinn like? Ancient Islamic scholars describe them as beings of different forms, some fiery red, others black as night, some shimmering like gold. Legends even tell of Jinn resembling shadows, with voices like thunder or movements as silent as the wind. They were a reflection of the unseen power of Allah's creation, capable of great good but also needing guidance and control under a prophet as wise as Suleiman. This video will take you on a journey into the heart of Hazrat Suleiman's kingdom to uncover the mind-blowing facts about the Jinn who lived, worked, and thrived under his rule. From their physical diversity to their supernatural powers, we'll explore their role in shaping history and their portrayal in Islamic and ancient texts. Stay tuned to learn about the mysterious beings who turned imagination into reality and brought the unseen world closer to human understanding. Hazrat Suleiman's Jinn were not just servants, they were an extraordinary testament to the miracles of divine intervention. Hazrat Suleiman, peace be upon him, is renowned as one of the most powerful prophets, blessed with unique gifts by Allah. Among these, his ability to command the Jinn remains unparalleled. The Quran explicitly mentions the role of Jinn in building and maintaining his magnificent kingdom, offering us a glimpse into their extraordinary capabilities. The Jinn under Hazrat Suleiman's control were a diverse and powerful group. They were not ordinary workers but supernatural beings capable of feats beyond human imagination. They constructed grand palaces, towering structures, and intricately designed objects. Surah Saba 34:13 describes their work. They made for him what he willed: elevated chambers, statues, bowls like reservoirs, and stationary kettles. Work, O family of David, in gratitude. But few of my servants are grateful. This verse highlights the scale of their labor. Elevated chambers suggest massive architectural projects, while the mention of statues and kettles speaks to their artistic and utilitarian contributions. These tasks were no small feat, even for beings as powerful as the Jinn. Ancient Islamic scholars elaborate on the physical strength of these Jinn. Some are described as resembling mountains, capable of lifting massive stones to construct structures that stood for centuries. Others were swift and agile, traveling across vast distances to gather materials and treasures for Suleiman's projects. Their obedience to his commands was a reflection of Allah's divine decree, showing the harmony between the seen and unseen worlds during his reign. Interestingly, some ancient texts describe specific types of Jinn involved in these tasks. For instance, fiery red Jinn were said to handle the most arduous physical labor, while golden-hued Jinn were tasked with intricate craftsmanship. Others, dark as shadows, worked silently in the background, ensuring every detail of Suleiman's grand designs was executed flawlessly. The construction of the Temple of Suleiman, known as Masjid al-Aqsa, is often attributed to these Jinn. Though not mentioned explicitly in the Quran, Islamic tradition holds that this magnificent structure was a testament to their unmatched skills. It is said they worked day and night, moving colossal stones that seemed impossible for humans to handle. Even today, the remnants of such structures leave archaeologists and historians awestruck, unable to fathom how they were built. Their obedience to Suleiman was not merely out of fear but a divine mandate. Surah An-Naml 27:17 says, "And gathered for Suleiman were his soldiers of the Jinn, men, and birds, and they were marching in rows." This verse portrays the discipline and unity of Suleiman's kingdom, where the Jinn were integral members of his workforce. They were not only builders but also servants in his court, fulfilling roles that spanned every aspect of his rule. However, their service to Suleiman came with a caveat. The Quran mentions that they were under constant watch to ensure they did not deviate from his commands. Surah Saba 34:14 narrates an extraordinary event. When we decreed for him, Suleiman, death, nothing indicated to them his death except a creature of the earth eating his staff. But when he fell, it became clear to the jinn that if they had known the unseen, they would not have remained in humiliating punishment. This verse reveals that the jinn's labor under Suleiman was so intense that they continued working even after his death, unaware of his passing. It underscores their limited knowledge of the unseen, despite their supernatural abilities. Beyond Islamic texts, some ancient traditions and religious scriptures also reference beings with supernatural strength contributing to the construction of grand edifices. In biblical accounts, references to Solomon's temple hint at the involvement of mysterious forces, though not explicitly labeled as jinn. Similarly, ancient Mesopotamian and Persian texts speak of entities resembling jinn in their lore, described as powerful and skilled artisans working under divine orders. The role of jinn in Hazrat Suleiman's kingdom also serves a deeper purpose in Islamic teachings. It demonstrates the balance between power and humility. Despite commanding such mighty beings, Suleiman remained a servant of Allah, fully aware that his authority was a divine blessing. His reliance on the jinn highlights their significance in fulfilling Allah's plans, while also reminding us of the limitations of even the most extraordinary creations. The legacy of the jinn who built Hazrat Suleiman's kingdom endures not only in the physical remnants of their work but also in the lessons they impart. They remind us of the vastness of Allah's creation, the harmony of the seen and unseen worlds, and the importance of gratitude for the blessings bestowed upon us. Their story is not just about labor and construction, it is a testament to divine order, where every element of creation, no matter how powerful, serves a higher purpose. The jinn who served Hazrat Suleiman, peace be upon him, were not a homogeneous group but a diverse assembly of beings, each with unique forms, colors, and abilities. This diversity reflects the vastness of Allah's creation and sheds light on the extraordinary capabilities of these supernatural entities. Islamic and ancient texts offer glimpses into the characteristics and classifications of the jinn, revealing their fascinating complexity. Descriptions from Islamic texts. In Islamic traditions, the jinn are often described as beings created from smokeless fire, as mentioned in Surah Ar-Rahman 55:15. And he created the jinn from a smokeless flame of fire. This fiery origin contributes to their ethereal and adaptable forms. Their appearances and colors are as varied as their abilities, often reflecting their roles and temperaments. Some jinn under Hazrat Suleiman's command were said to resemble mountains, their massive forms enabling them to lift colossal stones for construction. Others were swift and transparent like the wind, capable of traveling across vast distances in an instant. These abilities highlight their utility in executing the Prophet's commands with efficiency and precision. The forms of jinn in Islamic lore. Islamic scholars and ancient texts categorize jinn into various types based on their forms and characteristics. 1. Red jinn. These fiery beings are often associated with strength and aggression. They are described as workers who handled the most arduous tasks in Hazrat Suleiman's kingdom, including moving massive stones and battling fierce enemies. 2. Golden jinn. Known for their intelligence and artistic skills, these jinn crafted intricate designs, statues, and artifacts for the Prophet's palaces and temples. Their radiant appearance symbolizes their role as creators of beauty and innovation. 3. Shadow jinn. Silent and mysterious, these beings worked in the background, ensuring every detail of Suleiman's grand projects was flawlessly executed. Their dark forms and stealthy movements made them nearly invisible to the human eye. 4. Invisible jinn. Some jinn had no physical form visible to humans but could manifest through their actions. These beings were often tasked with surveillance, protecting Hazrat Suleiman's court from unseen threats. Descriptions from ancient Islamic scholars. Islamic scholars like Ibn Kathir and al-Tabari provide detailed insights into the diversity of jinn. Ibn Kathir, in his Tafsir al-Quran al-Azim, mentions that some jinn appeared as fiery, luminous beings, while others were dark and shadowy. He also highlights their ability to change forms, a skill that allowed them to perform tasks requiring physical or ethereal presence. Al-Tabari, in his History of the Prophets and Kings, notes that the jinn's forms often aligned with their duties. For instance, the golden jinn were responsible for fine craftsmanship, creating items of unparalleled beauty and utility. The red jinn, with their immense strength, were instrumental in moving and placing massive building materials. References in ancient religious and historical texts. While the Quran and Hadith remain the primary sources of knowledge about jinn, other ancient religious texts and folklore also mention beings resembling them. 1. Persian and Mesopotamian lore. In ancient Persian texts, entities known as divs or devas are described as powerful supernatural beings, some of which resemble the jinn. These beings were often categorized by their colors and roles, similar to the classifications in Islamic traditions. Red divs were warriors, while golden divs were creators of art and beauty. 2. Jewish mysticism. The Talmud and other Jewish mystical texts mention entities called Shadim and Mazakin, which share similarities with jinn. These beings were thought to possess diverse forms and abilities, ranging from destructive forces to protectors and builders. 3. Greco-Roman mythology. Greek and Roman texts describe beings like daimons and genii, which are strikingly similar to jinn in their diversity and roles. Some were considered benevolent, aiding in construction and knowledge, while others were malevolent, causing chaos and destruction. Symbolism in their colors. The colors of the jinn are often symbolic of their abilities and roles. Red, strength, aggression, and labor. Golden, intelligence, creativity, and artistry. Black or shadow, mystery, stealth, and protection. Transparent or invisible, speed, surveillance, and ethereal tasks. This diversity reflects the divine wisdom in creating beings with specialized abilities to serve a higher purpose. Hazrat Suleiman's ability to command such a varied group underscores the magnitude of his prophethood and the divine blessings bestowed upon him. The jinn were not merely workers but integral members of Hazrat Suleiman's court. Their diversity allowed them to perform a wide range of tasks, from constructing monumental buildings to managing the prophet's affairs. Surah An-Naml 27:39-40 illustrates their capabilities. A powerful one from among the jinn said, "I will bring it to you before you rise from your place, and indeed, I am for this task strong and trustworthy." This verse highlights not only their strength but also their speed and trustworthiness. The story of the jinn in Hazrat Suleiman's kingdom serves as a reminder of the vastness of all his creation and the harmony that can exist between the seen and unseen worlds. It also teaches us about the importance of diversity in achieving great tasks. Just as the jinn used their unique abilities to build a prosperous kingdom, humans can achieve greatness by embracing and utilizing their diverse talents. The diverse forms and colors of the jinn who served Hazrat Suleiman reflect the intricate and purposeful design of all his creation. From fiery red laborers to golden artisans and shadowy protectors, their roles and appearances symbolize the balance and unity required to sustain a magnificent kingdom. These supernatural beings, though often shrouded in mystery, offer valuable lessons about teamwork, obedience, and the wonders of the unseen. Their legacy endures as a testament to the extraordinary events of Hazrat Suleiman's reign, inspiring awe and curiosity to this day. One of the most remarkable aspects of the jinn under Hazrat Suleiman's command was their intelligence and ability to communicate effectively. Far from being mindless laborers, these beings demonstrated a level of intellect and understanding that allowed them to interact with both humans and other jinn. This intelligence, coupled with their obedience to divine authority, made them essential to the grandeur of Hazrat Suleiman's kingdom. Jinn as skilled problem solvers. The Quran highlights the wisdom and intellect of jinn in several verses, such as their ability to carry out complex tasks with precision. Surah An-Naml 27:39 narrates how a jinn offered to bring the throne of the Queen of Sheba to Hazrat Suleiman within moments. A powerful one from among the jinn said, "I will bring it to you before you rise from your place, and indeed, I am for this task strong and trustworthy." This statement reflects not only the jinn's strength but also their quick decision-making and reliability. Their ability to understand and execute orders highlights their advanced intelligence. Jinn in communication and diplomacy. Some jinn were tasked with gathering information and maintaining surveillance across distant lands. They acted as messengers and spies, ensuring that Hazrat Suleiman remained informed about events beyond his kingdom. Their ability to travel quickly and communicate effectively made them indispensable in maintaining the kingdom's security and expanding its influence. Historical Islamic scholars have elaborated on the role of these jinn as intermediaries between Hazrat Suleiman and other realms. According to Ibn Kathir in his Qasas al-Anbiya, certain jinn were known for their eloquence and understanding of multiple languages, including those of animals. This ability to bridge communication gaps was a unique skill that set them apart from humans. Ancient texts and the wisdom of Jinn. Beyond Islamic sources, ancient texts and folklore also describe the intelligence of supernatural beings resembling the Jinn. In Jewish mystical writings, such as the Talmud, the Shadim are portrayed as entities possessing knowledge of divine secrets. Similarly, Persian mythology describes divs as wise and cunning beings who often aided rulers in times of need. For example, the Shahnameh, an ancient Persian epic, narrates stories of supernatural beings helping kings by providing counsel or executing critical tasks. These accounts resonate with the roles played by Jinn in Hazrat Suleiman's court. Jinn as record keepers and strategists. In Hazrat Suleiman's kingdom, some Jinn served as record keepers and planners. They documented the affairs of the kingdom, organized resources, and strategized for future projects. Their sharp intellect allowed them to predict potential challenges and devise solutions, ensuring the smooth functioning of the kingdom. Supernatural knowledge and wisdom. The Jinn's intelligence extended beyond worldly matters. Some of them possessed knowledge of the unseen, granted to them by divine will. However, their access to such knowledge was limited and always subject to Allah's decree. Surah al-Jinn 72, 26-27 states, "He is knower of the unseen, and he does not disclose his knowledge of the unseen to anyone, except whom he has approved of messengers." This verse emphasizes that while Jinn had extraordinary abilities, their knowledge was ultimately subordinate to divine authority. Teaching and learning in Jinn society. Certain Jinn were also known to engage in teaching and learning. They passed down knowledge among their kind and even to humans when permitted. In Islamic history, it is said that Hazrat Suleiman's interactions with the Jinn extended to understanding their societal structures, languages, and methods of knowledge transmission. The intelligence and communicative abilities of the Jinn serve as a reminder of the vast potential Allah has instilled in His creations. Their role in Hazrat Suleiman's kingdom demonstrates how intellect and obedience to divine commands can be harmonized to achieve greatness. For humans, this offers a valuable lesson in humility and the importance of using knowledge for constructive purposes. The Jinn of Hazrat Suleiman's kingdom were not mere mythical beings but highly intelligent and communicative entities. Their ability to solve problems, gather intelligence, and execute complex tasks made them invaluable to the Prophet's mission. These qualities, rooted in both Islamic and ancient texts, highlight the extraordinary capabilities of these supernatural beings and their pivotal role in one of history's most remarkable kingdoms. The Jinn of Hazrat Suleiman's kingdom possessed extraordinary strength and abilities, making them unparalleled among all created beings. These supernatural traits enabled them to accomplish monumental feats that were otherwise impossible for humans or animals. Through divine will, their powers were harnessed to build an empire that continues to inspire awe and wonder. Lifting massive structures. One of the most well-documented demonstrations of the Jinn's supernatural strength is their role in constructing massive architectural wonders. The Quran mentions their involvement in building grand palaces, fortresses, and even transporting enormous objects. Surah Saba 34:13 states, "They made for him whatever he willed, of sanctuaries, statues, basins as large as reservoirs, and cooking cauldrons fixed in their places." This verse highlights how the Jinn utilized their immense power to create monumental structures that required precision and sheer strength. Some scholars, including Ibn Kathir, describe how these Jinn carried massive stones and crafted intricate designs, leaving a legacy of unparalleled craftsmanship. Control over natural elements. The Jinn's powers were not limited to physical strength. They also commanded natural elements such as wind, fire, and water. Hazrat Suleiman, by Allah's will, used these abilities to maintain control over vast territories. For instance, some Jinn were tasked with navigating ships and controlling the winds, ensuring smooth trade and transportation across distant lands. According to Islamic tradition, certain Jinn were made of smokeless fire, giving them a natural affinity to manipulate heat and energy. They used this ability to forge tools and weapons or assist in large-scale construction projects requiring high temperatures. Unparalleled speed and agility. Another supernatural ability of the Jinn was their incredible speed. They could traverse great distances in the blink of an eye, a trait referenced in Surah An-Naml 27:39, where a powerful Jinn offered to transport the throne of the Queen of Sheba within moments. This speed allowed them to gather intelligence, execute commands, and travel across the world in ways no human could replicate. Shaping and transforming matter. The jinn's ability to shape and transform matter is another testament to their supernatural capabilities. Some ancient texts describe how they could mold materials like clay, stone, and metal into intricate designs with seemingly no effort. Their skill in alchemy and material manipulation remains a topic of fascination in various historical and mystical traditions. Superhuman endurance. Jinn possessed remarkable endurance, enabling them to perform tasks for extended periods without fatigue. This ability was crucial in completing projects that spanned years, such as constructing temples or excavating vast underground tunnels. Historical Islamic sources suggest that the jinn under Hazrat Suleiman worked tirelessly, driven by their commitment to fulfill divine commands. The elemental and ethereal jinn. Islamic traditions classified jinn into various types based on their abilities. Some were powerful like raging winds, capable of uprooting trees and dismantling mountains. Others were subtle and ethereal, resembling shadows or whispers, allowing them to infiltrate the most secure places unnoticed. Their diversity in strength and form made them uniquely suited for a range of tasks in Hazrat Suleiman's service. Parallels in ancient texts. Other ancient civilizations also recorded accounts of beings with supernatural strength, drawing parallels to the jinn of Hazrat Suleiman. In Persian mythology, beings known as divs were described as immensely strong entities who aided in building monumental structures. Similarly, in Jewish folklore, the shadim were believed to possess extraordinary physical powers, often employed in constructing Solomon's temple. Lessons from their strength. The supernatural strength and abilities of the jinn serve as a reminder of the boundless creativity of Allah's creation. Despite their immense power, the jinn were subjected to the authority of Hazrat Suleiman, emphasizing that strength without submission to divine will is meaningless. Their story underscores the importance of humility and using one's abilities for righteous purposes. The jinn's supernatural strength and abilities were integral to Hazrat Suleiman's kingdom, allowing it to achieve feats unmatched by any other empire in history. Their capacity to lift massive structures, control natural elements, and endure strenuous tasks serves as a testament to the divine balance between power and obedience. These extraordinary beings remind us of the infinite possibilities within Allah's creation and the importance of using our gifts in service to a greater purpose. The jinn of Hazrat Suleiman's kingdom offer a glimpse into a reality that extends far beyond human understanding. Their existence challenges the limits of human perception, as they inhabit dimensions and possess abilities that are often invisible to us. This enigmatic world, often shrouded in mystery, provides profound insights into the diversity of creation and the unseen forces at play in the universe. An unseen realm. The jinn exist in a realm that overlaps with the human world but remains largely imperceptible. According to Surah Al-Araf 7:27, "Indeed, Satan sees you, he and his tribe, from where you do not see them." This verse highlights how the jinn can observe humans while remaining hidden from view. This ability to exist in an unseen state enabled the jinn to carry out tasks in Hazrat Suleiman's service discreetly, often working unnoticed to accomplish monumental feats. Manipulation of perception. Jinn possess the ability to manipulate human perception, creating illusions or influencing thoughts. Ancient Islamic scholars like Al-Jassas emphasized that some jinn could appear as shadows, whispers, or even take on tangible forms. During Hazrat Suleiman's reign, these abilities were harnessed for positive purposes, such as aiding in construction or delivering messages across vast distances. Shifting between dimensions. One of the most fascinating aspects of the jinn's abilities is their capacity to traverse dimensions. Unlike humans, who are bound by physical limitations, jinn can move seamlessly between planes of existence. This ability is referenced in Islamic traditions describing their ethereal forms, which allow them to navigate spaces inaccessible to humans. Hazrat Suleiman, through divine will, had control over these movements, ensuring their abilities were used constructively. Variety in powers and appearances. The world of the jinn is as diverse as the human world, with beings possessing a wide range of powers and characteristics. Some jinn were described as beings of smokeless fire, granting them speed and agility. Others were connected to elemental forces such as wind, water, or earth, giving them unique roles in Hazrat Suleiman's kingdom. This diversity highlights the vast possibilities within Allah's creation, extending far beyond human comprehension. Ancient texts and parallel beliefs. The concept of unseen beings with extraordinary powers is not limited to Islamic tradition. Ancient texts from other cultures, such as the Zoroastrian divs or the Jewish shadim, also describe ethereal entities that exist beyond the human eye. These beings were often credited with supernatural abilities, further supporting the idea of an unseen realm influencing the material world. The wisdom of control. Hazrat Suleiman's ability to govern the jinn illustrates the importance of discipline and divine guidance. Without proper control, the powers of these unseen beings could easily lead to chaos. Suleiman's wisdom and reliance on Allah ensured that the jinn's abilities were directed toward constructive purposes, showcasing the balance between power and responsibility. Implications for modern understanding. The existence of a world beyond human perception opens up possibilities for modern science and metaphysics. Many scholars have speculated about the parallels between the jinn's abilities and concepts like dark matter, energy manipulation, and quantum physics. While these connections remain speculative, they highlight how ancient Islamic teachings continue to inspire modern inquiry into the unseen forces of the universe. Lessons from the unseen. The story of Hazrat Suleiman and the jinn reminds us of the limitations of human perception and the importance of humility. Despite their immense power, the jinn were under Suleiman's authority, emphasizing that all creation ultimately submits to Allah's will. It also encourages humans to reflect on the unseen aspects of life, fostering a deeper appreciation for the mysteries of existence. The jinn's world, hidden from human perception, offers a profound reminder of the vastness of Allah's creation. Their abilities to navigate dimensions, influence perception, and harness elemental forces underscore the diversity of life beyond human understanding. Hazrat Suleiman's governance of these beings stands as a testament to the wisdom of divine leadership and the intricate balance within the universe. The narrative of the jinn in Hazrat Suleiman's kingdom is a fascinating blend of power, mystery, and divine wisdom. Their existence reveals the vast diversity within Allah's creation and challenges the limits of human understanding. From their supernatural strength to their ability to exist in dimensions beyond human perception, the jinn remind us of the immense complexity of the universe. One of the most profound lessons from Hazrat Suleiman's story is the importance of submission to divine will. Despite their extraordinary abilities, the jinn served under Suleiman's command, emphasizing that all power ultimately belongs to Allah. This teaches us humility and the value of aligning our abilities with a higher purpose. The mysteries of the jinn also encourage reflection on the unseen aspects of life. They prompt questions about the boundaries of human knowledge and inspire curiosity about the forces that shape our world. The fact that Hazrat Suleiman could govern these beings through divine wisdom highlights the balance needed when dealing with power and responsibility. In the end, the story of the jinn is not merely about supernatural beings but also about the intricate relationships between creation, divine guidance, and the quest for understanding. While much about the jinn remains shrouded in mystery, their story serves as a reminder of the vastness of existence and the countless wonders of Allah's creation.